Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another reading. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Hi, my name is Bianca and welcome to Wisdom and Light, where we do astro readings, trending topic reading, pick a card readings, and whatever that's going on in the cosmos. Thank you so much for being here, and we're doing something a little bit different. If you have been subscribed for a while, then you know that these videos are normally individualized, like I normally separate them, but a lot of you did suggested that I place them all in one video. So rather than phasing them out, I'm just placing them in one video and adding timestamps down below. But this is going to be your energy reading. So if your sun, moon, or rising happens to be in Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, this video, this reading, this time and space that we're sharing, it's meant to be. So I'm going to have the timestamps down below so you can jump between which zodiac sign is yours, whether that be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Timestamps are down below. I'm going to start with Libra. Hi, Libras. Libra, this reading is for you. I hope that all is well. I don't know what the divine is going to say, right? So, disclaimer, not every message is going to be for every single Libra out there. We're reading for a big group. But, grab what resonates, start what doesn't. And this is your reading for Libras. Libra, show me. Messages coming in for Libra. Nine of Pentacles. The Emperor reverse. Oh, the Hermit showed up reversed as well. And we also have Seven of Wands that is also reversed. Let me ask the divine to clarify because I feel like more needs to be said. What are more messages that Libra needs to hear for their highest good and protection during this time? Also, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link is in the description box down below. I will be reopening my books on September 5th. So if you would like to book something personal with me, it will be available after or really on September 5th and onward. Alrighty, let's dive on in. Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles reverse, Four of Wands reverse, and the Seven of Cups. Okay. I feel like Libra is going back to the drawing board. I feel like Libra right now is regrouping. There's just something about Libra that is saying, okay, what's next? Or I'm not feeling this anymore, or this didn't work out in the way that I thought that it would. So what now? There's something here that is calling on Libra to pause, think before you jump in, before you make this decision. Or you may even need some time to pull away and to think about how everything is making you feel. Now, on a positive note, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So that tells me for Libra that I do feel like this is going to be a very beautiful time in regards to watching all of your hard work pay off or receiving recognition. That could be something popping up for Libra. This could be receiving an award. This could be a promotion. This could be reaching a goal that you have set in the beginning of this year and you're watching it materialize. I just feel that Libra, you are going to be reaping in the benefits of everything that you have worked so hard on for a lot of you. But for those of you that have been going through some difficult times, right? The Nine of Pentacles, from what I'm seeing, is what you want to work towards. But the Emperor reverse is telling me there may not be enough structure, or there needs to be more discipline. There needs to be more order in order for this to happen in the way that you want it to. So on one side, I feel that a lot of Libras are going to be hearing amazing news, and I feel strongly for that. But on the other end, it is looking like the divine is telling you guys in such a sweet way to lock in. I feel like you guys unintentionally may be pouring yourself into something that doesn't need all of the energy that you're giving. It could be a person or relationship, but it doesn't need it. The overthinking, the wondering about this or what it could have been. Spirit wants you to pay attention to everything that you have been able to achieve. This could even feel like Libra wanting something so much. This could be trying for a baby. This could be trying to buy that new house. This could be you're doing everything possible to make it work. That's what I'm getting from this. But the Emperor reverse and the Hermit and the Seven of Wands, that's looking like some shaky, rocky grounds. So I would say again, it does not hurt to really pace yourself, because the Knight of Wands can kind of talk about jumping into things that you're not ready for or it's too premature. I feel that really taking it one step at a time is going to give you the results that you're looking for. Okay. I am picking up that Libra needs to pause. If anything, Libra, even if you can just focus on your birthday coming up, focus on your season that's around the corner, I feel like that would do you a lot of good. I really do. I really feel that Libra, there's just things right now that are out of your control, dude. There's just some shit that you cannot fix. I know you have a big heart. I know, but really honestly, you need you. You need you right now. And these are warning cards. This is not a everything's wonderful and no, these are warning cards. This is kind of talking about if you put too much energy into all of this, other parts of your life may end up kind of, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's going to get all out of whack. And the Emperor, he is the ruler of all of the kings in the tarot deck. Okay. The Emperor says, I want structure. The Emperor says, you should be calling in that. So, again, on one end, Libras are going to be receiving a lot of good news. On another end, Libra needs to lock in. Libra needs to get organized. Libra needs to start making some big decisions going forward, because I'm sorry, Libra, this cannot continue on, whatever that this is. Whether it be you're holding yourself back, or you're in this back and forth relationship, or this could be finances, strategizing, budgeting, Four of Pentacles reverse for some of you. I mean, the Four of Wands can talk about unhappiness. The Four of Wands can kind of talk about, I thought I was going to be able to have this, but it didn't happen in the way that I thought. Seven of Cups, what do I do? Seven of Cups, confusion. How do I navigate through this? So I feel like I walked in on a mess, to be honest with you. And I just kind of don't know. I don't know what's going on, Libra. Honestly, I'm stumped. I'm stumped. It's like every time I do readings for Libra, it's like 1 minute I feel really good about it, and then the next minute, what's happening here? Oh, okay. Spirit, can you give me some clarification, please? Because what is going on? You know what? Just so it doesn't seem like I'm just trying to reach and be negative, because I'm not trying to be negative. There's a warning message here of Libra could be putting their attention into things that don't it doesn't deserve this. Like, it doesn't deserve. So I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna use a different deck. We're gonna use a different deck, because I don't know, it's a little loud, even for my own taste. Like, damn, because there's just Libra, you're neglecting something. You're neglecting you, or you're being hard on yourself about the things that you thought was gonna happen and it didn't happen. You're being hard on yourself. And it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. What am I doing wrong? That's kind of what I'm getting from Libra. Like, what can I do better? Like, how can I get what I'm praying for? It really feels like trying for a baby, trying for a baby. That's what I'm seeing. It feels like applying for a job and then boom, oh well, we have to let you go. It just feels like Libra is trying and trying and trying, and you guys feel like you're being met with resistance and you're tired of it. So I'm gonna use a different deck just to clarify, because this could not be life. The Emperor shows up again. We're using a different deck. I'm not making this up. Spirit is saying to bring in structure and organize your life, Libra. Do everything that you need to do, get it done during Virgo season so you could have a beautiful Libra season. You need your undivided attention right now. I feel like you've been putting too much energy into what is out of your control, or being hard on yourself. Okay, show me more, Spirit. Can you show me matters of the heart? Is it something to do with relationships? Four of Pentacles is showing up reversed again. No, it's not. And even if, let's say, you are going through something in your love life, Spirit is actually trying to redirect you to focus on your finances and to focus on elevating yourself, because that's what's going to create the breakthrough that you're looking for. Because when we talk about other people and the things that they do, that's out of your control. Your business life needs your undivided attention. So Spirit really wants you to lock in and make it about your money, make it about your resources, and you're going to see the fruits of your labor. You're going to see a lot of beautiful things come towards you during this time if you do that. But if you don't, you got the Tower card. If you don't lock in, if you don't focus, if you put too much energy into stuff that really does not deserve you, it backfires. And this is what your guides are trying to prevent. Okay. Another thing, Libra, someone from your past is going to be resurfacing. Someone has a confession to make. There's something going on with matters of the heart. So, okay, I think I see what's going on. Libra, I feel like right now you need to handle what you've been kind of putting to the side. This needs your attention. All of those amazing things that I talked about, where you're going to be receiving rewards, good news, even an opportunity after kind of going through a long, dry spell of, I've been putting in this effort, I've been putting in the work, and nothing happened, right? I feel like Spirit wants you to continue to keep going, to keep trying, to keep working at your goals, because you're going to reach that breakthrough. If you start to put energy into negativity or the back and forth or toxic relationships or whatever, or how you've been talking to yourself, how you've been treating yourself, it's just going to end up making you just not be like happy, and that's not what we want, especially because your birthday season is around the corner. So Spirit just kind of wants you to really focus on career. That's going to give you, again, the stability that you're looking for, because the stability is not in that other person. The stability is not in that other person's hands. The stability and the balance that you seek is within yourself. Only you have control of you. People are going to do stuff that makes you feel unbalanced, but you have to realign yourself. You have to come back to you. You have to center and ground you. That's what Spirit is calling on you to do right now. Do that. And I'm telling you, Libra, the apology, that text message, that phone call, they'll be back. Libra, they'll be back. This person, the situation, they'll be back. You just have to let it be. Let them. There's literally a book that I just ordered on Amazon, and it's called Let Them. Let them do it. Let them do whatever that they want. But you have to deal with you, with tears in your eyes and I wish things were different. Totally understand that, but you literally have to lock in and focus on you, because that's going to be your saving grace. You have to turn your pain into power, literally. So I really wish that this reading was more love and light. I really do. I told you I didn't know where this reading was gonna fall. A lot of you guys were asking. Y'all know what my reading, Spirit is either gonna whack you or tell you like great news. But I tried to soften the message, but this is literally a warning. Yeah, someone from your past, there could be a message, something resurfacing. Also, something coming up with family. Also ancestors. Ancestors could be trying to contact you. I'm sensing a grandparent, a grandmother, a grandparent. And your ancestors have been worried about you or feeling like you're not taking care of yourself or doing what's necessary. So Libra, center your well-being, center your peace, center yourself. Again, this message is not for all Libras, but for whatever reason, these are the cards that are showing up for you guys. So Spirit is saying it turns around in your favor. Your wishes will be fulfilled, but don't be hard on yourself. Is what I'm getting from this. Yeah, and then we have the World. It turns around and it moves in your favor. For Libra, Three of Swords. Not making this up. Three of Swords. Queen of Wands reversed. The Queen of Wands she's kind of, Queen of Wands in her essence, she can be a little self-absorbed and she can be about herself, right? But honestly, is that truly a bad thing? I mean, yeah, it can be, but in your case, Libra, as a matter of fact, it's not a bad thing, because have you not been considerate of everyone else? Have you not been a team player? You have been the best teammate on the team. Libra, you're probably the reason why they have sweaters and t-shirts, and you're probably the reason why everything was so organized and everything just was so perfect, because of you, right? I'm just saying, Libra, it wouldn't hurt to just do you. And it doesn't matter how people feel about it, because have you not been showing up all year? If anything, I think if anyone calls you selfish, smile. smile about it, because honestly, if you felt like you've been people pleasing and trying to make this person or the situation better, happy, whatever, and someone is going to say, wow, you don't even care, you're being so selfish, and it's like, yeah, finally I'm thinking about me, I'm doing what's best for me, I'm showing up for me. Breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough. I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna shine regardless. That's Queen of Wands energy. Seven of Pentacles, I'm going to tend back to my garden. I'm going to handle, show love, and deal with me. And this person that's in your heart, this person that caused whatever that this is, they resurface. Okay? People will start to feel more drawn to you when, Libra, you pull away and you focus on you. You may need to decenter and really focus. Okay? So let me pull some more cards for Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Yeah, you got divine timing. Everything will happen when it's time for everything to happen, Libra. And you got the detachment card. I'm not making this up. I feel like Spirit has spoken. There is just a message here of let this be, let this go, focus on yourself. If you're called selfish, if you're called self-centered, good, because that means you're prioritizing yourself. If anyone's even saying that to you, it's wild, and they're probably thinking it's an insult. It's not an insult. It's actually the best thing that someone could say to you, considering how much you care and how much you have sacrificed. Absolutely, Libra needs to be selfish right now. Absolutely, Libra needs to focus on their self-care. Absolutely, Libra should just say no because they don't want to, because they don't have to. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everything else will fall into place, Libra. Whatever that this is, it will fall into place. Your saving grace is going to be focusing on your career, your education, your health, your body, everything going on within you. And if you have children, your children. Divine timing and detachment. That's literally the message here. Detachment doesn't mean you're acting like you don't care. Detachment means that you understand that you can't just make it better because you're such a great person. You've already tried that. Let people figure things out on their own. Let things fall as they need to. Even if it means you've lost something or you had to walk away, losing a job, whatever, everything will start to fall into place. As a matter of fact, you could actually be hearing a lot of great news during your birthday season, honestly. So I would leave this to rest, put this in God's hands, and do you. Sending you guys so much love, Libra. Thank you so much for watching this. And leave a comment down below if you're a Libra and this did resonate. If it didn't, thank you for watching anyways. Totally understand if it didn't. This message is probably not for every single Libra out there. It wasn't really meant to be a lighthearted reading. This just kind of feels like a wake up and do you, girl. Or a dude. Whomever that's watching this. Okay, Libra, you got this. This too shall pass. And thank you so much for watching. Bye. Hello, Aquarius. If your sun, moon, or rising just so happens to be in Aquarius, this reading is divinely for you. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and for being here. And this is going to be your energy check-in. I really hope that this resonates with a good majority of you, but we're live shuffling. I do not know how this is all going to fall together. I have no idea, but we're going to dive in and focus on Aquarius, shifting out of Libra's energy, focusing on Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Show me the messages that Aquarius need to know for their highest good and protection. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying this. Ooh, Aquarius, there's a delay. There has been a pause or a delay. King of Swords is actually you. There is a pause, there is a delay. Okay, Two of Pentacles. And the delay is happening because there could be a lot that you're juggling right now. a lot that you're trying to balance out and work through. And maybe this delay, this setback is probably for the best, honestly, because this energy, this is kind of topsy-turvy, chaotic. This needs you right now. This could be motherhood and dealing with your kids. This could be juggling two jobs. This could be dealing with someone that you're taking care of. Maybe they're sick or something like that. This could just be Aquarius is really focused on there are obligations, but it's kind of taking away from you detaching or escaping. I feel like Aquarius is long overdue for a vacation, long overdue. And even if you took a vacation this year, Aquarius, it kind of feels like you felt that you could have had more time to yourself. You felt like I wouldn't be shocked if you did take a vacation, you are thinking about it and you're like, I'm going to redo it. I'm going to come back by myself. Even if, let's say, you had a decent time, something in the back of your brain is saying, I wish I did more, or I wish I would have experienced this or that. I'm going to do this differently. I see that for Aquarius. Show me more messages that Aquarius needs to hear the world. As a matter of fact, I'm going to trust in that feeling that a lot of you guys may redo this. Yeah. Where do you want to go, Aquarius? I feel like you want to leave. You want to just kind of detach. You want to get away. Why do you want to get away? King of Pentacles. Okay, it's a positive omen. Well, Spirit is actually giving you the green light to plan towards whatever that this is, whether it be that you want to move because there is some sign. I feel like you've been receiving signs that it's time for you to shift. It's time for you to go about this in a different way. I feel that for a lot of you. It can look different for everybody, but if you feel like, you know what this reminds me of? This kind of reminds me of going to the airport and you don't really have an itinerary. You don't know where you're going, but you have your bags packed and you're looking at that board and it's showing you all of the flights that are leaving and you're deciding, where do I go? And that is wild, but this symbolizes free will. And I feel like that's why Spirit is showing me that, because I feel like life itself binds us, our obligations, our family, the promises that we made. It binds us here. And I'm not saying to drop everything and just run away, but I do feel like in a weird way, that's kind of what Aquarius wants to do, but Aquarius can't do that, at least not yet. So, how about Aquarius plan towards it? Plan towards this getaway or moving, plan towards this new chapter, this new beginning that you want to give yourself. I feel like you're tired of the same old, same old. So when we get the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles and the Moon, this is you feeling deeply that things need to change. And what I love about this reading is you have the tools, you have what it is that you need to build that structure so you can give yourself this fresh new start. That I feel like a lot of you just, you need this. Whatever that this is, you need this. Something has just been making you feel very stuck. That's the word. Whether it be family and how draining those dynamics can be, even like going through like a divorce, breakups, whatever. I just feel that if you can't do anything right now, you can plan towards it, because even though you may not have the free will to go to an airport and just pick a destination to go to and not think about it and just buy a one-way ticket, a lot of people actually do that. I thought that was bizarre. I've never done that before, but that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. So it must be really, it must have been a lot. And nothing has to be going on where it's so catastrophic and it's so bad. I'm not putting that on you, right? This is a general reading. Every situation is different. But there is something going on where you're just kind of like, I just want to get away from this for a while. Or I'm tired of seeing this every single day. I'm not happy. Or What would it be like to live here? And circling back to what I said, free will. You absolutely can change your mind. And it's so wild because normally Aquarians, y'all don't really give up, y'all don't really care about much. So if something's keeping you here, you have to care about this a great deal, you know? And I get it. I get it. Two of Swords. Yep. You want to leave, you want to just kind of break away, but you have responsibilities. The King of Swords is making sure of that. The King of Swords says this needs to resolve and handle itself. At least it's not the Emperor, at least it's not like Emperor reversed, right? It's the King of Swords. So it's being clear, it's being precise, it's being organized. No ifs, ands, or buts, no emotional fluff. It's calling it out for what it is. It's saying, I see that this is what you want. I see that you want to, between me and you, run away. I get that vibe. But it isn't, you don't have to go about it that way. I feel like that's the message here. You don't have to. You can plan this out, King of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles, he represents material structure. He understands that if he plants seeds, they're going to eventually sprout and they're going to grow into something beautiful, so long as he's nourishing it. So I want you guys to honor this feeling that you have of wanting that new beginning, of wanting that shift, because you're deserving of that. And I feel like you're on the brink of making that happen, but there's an indecision here. There's like a crossroads, like I want to do this, but whatever that this indecision is, Aquarius, how about this is not going to leave you? What's meant for you will always come back. Don't see it as I'm losing an opportunity. See it as it may not happen now, but it will happen. It will happen when it's time. Absolutely. It will happen when it's time. Right now, 10 of Wands, Aquarius has to lock in and get to work, very similar to Libra. Libra energy was hyper focused on the things that they cannot control, or kind of dealing with outside forces and just anxiety when they have to ground themselves and root themselves. And that's very similar to Aquarius. But with Aquarius energy, a lot of you guys are actually already doing the work. It's just a matter of, when can I take that leap? When can I actually move? Because yeah, Knight of Wands, Aquarius is ready to go, but there's things that's holding you guys back. A song that I'm hearing intuitively is Lose My Cool from Kali Uchis. Like the ending part of the song is the melody that I'm hearing for you guys. It's like every time I try to leave, you just can't let me go. I feel like Aquarius is trying to leave. Aquarius is trying to give themselves that. But there are things that are happening that's making it hard for you guys to just get up and go, to get up and leave. But that's what it is that you guys want. And I feel like you guys are fighting like hell for that. Yeah, but Eight of Cups reverse, something's pulling you back in. Be careful of exes and people from the past resurfacing, and they are not letting you go. That's also something that's going on here too. They are not letting you figure this out. And I know 3 Aquariuses that are kind of going through something right now, and it's similar to this message. Something is pulling you back in, but you want to break free from whatever that this is. So again, my best advice for Aquarius, again, you can plan towards that. I said that in the reading before, but I'm going to say it again. You can plan towards this. You can. You absolutely can. Eight of Cups reverse. Because let me talk about the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is always a somber kind of card, right? And It is a sad card because it's not easy to walk away. It's not easy to have to say goodbye. But if you really look at the imagery of the Eight of Cups, right? It's not like this person is walking away into their doom. This person is walking away into the unknown. There's a lot of heaviness here. Yes, there's sadness in having to say goodbye, but they know that there's something more beyond. And this is actually them reaching that next chapter of their life, even if they had to break free. This reminds me of when Moses said goodbye to King Ramses on the Prince of Egypt. Remember when he first said goodbye, like goodbye, brother, and he ran away into the desert? That was all an Eight of Cups moment. And look at what ended up happening. He became, Moses, the Moses that we know to be in that story. And he began liberating his people. But that wouldn't have happened if he didn't have that Eight of Cups moment. And prior to him having that Eight of Cups moment, and Ramses is trying to keep him there, pleading with him, no, we can just make it go away. I am the morning and the evening star. I can help you. Yeah, sure, that happened, but I can help you. Right? That feels like what's trying to keep you here, or in this situation, or in this loop, whatever. Or this could even be like what you're putting yourself in. This could be mental. It doesn't have to be another person. Again, everybody's story is different. But before he reached his Eight of Cups moment, there was a Five of Wands energy here. The incident with that person that he ended up harming. And he said, I have to get out. I just harmed the man. I have to leave. I have to leave. I have to leave. Goodbye. And he walked into that desert. So something had to happen for him to reach that Eight of Cups. So what happened that made you say, I gotta do what's best for me and mine? On one end, this could really be on a lighter topic. If you're not dealing with anything heavy like this could just be you need a vacation. You need to kind of break away from this and just be in your own skin and your own energy right now. And plan towards that because you absolutely deserve it. But if you're in like this yo-yo emotional thing and you feel like you need to get away from it, this is that sign. This is the sign. So show me matters of the heart for Aquarius. Sun, healing is showing up reverse. How can you heal if you're still in it? But healing is showing up reverse. And if you look at the imagery, it's showing a time clock. It's showing time. Yeah, it has the numbers right here, but it showed up reverse. Know your worth also showed up in a reverse position. Know your worth. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. That's the message right there. See? Follow your heart. I feel like the message is pretty loud. I hope this resonated, but I guess my best advice is, like I said, this doesn't have to be forever. This is just a moment. This is just a pause in your story before you turn to that next page where it's a new chapter, it's a new beginning. Walking away, saying goodbye, replanning, readjusting, shifting. It's always uncomfortable, but sometimes it's needed. It's kind of like in that scene of Harry Potter where Harry Potter said, Dumbledore, where are we going? Where is this train going to? And he just said, on. So handle what you need to handle. It'll all happen when it needs to happen. If you're happy and in love in a situation, if you're in a happy relationship, you got growth. You also got synchronicity. If it's meant to be, you'll be receiving those signs. Okay. But overall, Aquarius, this is your reading. Thank you so much for trusting in me to do this. Leave a comment down below if this resonated. If it didn't, it's okay. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this. All right, I gotta go. Love you guys, and we will be back in probably like a few months. Bye, Aquarius. Hello, Gemini. If your sun, moon, or rising is in Gemini, then this reading is divinely for you. This is going to be a live shuffle. I have no idea what the cards are going to say, but we're just going to go off of the energy surrounding Gemini, messages that Gemini needs to hear for their highest good and protection. What does Gemini need to know during this time? I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, by the way. Also, if you're excited about it, give the video a thumbs up, or it helps the channel when you give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment. So all that good stuff. So thank you so much for all your love and support. These are the cards that jumped up for Gemini so far. We got the Two of Cups. Ooh. We also have the King of Wands is also here. The camera's kind of doing a thing where it's not focusing, so don't mind me. Let me yeah, that's better. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Page of Swords. Two of Swords. Six of Cups. Six of Cups. This is Gemini. The Fool. Eight of Pentacles. And how does this end, Spirit? What does this end for Gemini? The Moon. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting when it comes to Gemini. Very different. But I wouldn't expect anything less. Well, what I love about your reading, Gemini, is this is a classic, I'm jumping into the unknown. I'm starting something new. I love this energy for you guys. You're in the space of self-discovery once again. So either you are taking a chance, you're taking a leap of faith, and you are doing something that you've never done, and you have received the green light to move forward, to say yes to this opportunity, which, by the way, Gemini, go for it. Whatever that this is, do it, do it, do it. This feels like I feel good about this. I don't feel that you should feel bad about this. This is good. This is a great opportunity. So this feels like an approval letter. This feels like a collaboration. Definitely feel collaborative energy with the Two of Cups. This feels like you're tapping back into your essence, your roots. This feels like you are, for whatever reason, I'm getting spirituality for a lot of you. Like some of you guys could be tapping back into spiritual practices. That's pretty deep. This could be going into nature. This could be learning about your ancestral heritage. This could be learning about medicinal medicine, healing. This could be you're planning a trip that's going to give you all of that. Even if the trip is like a year from now, you're giving yourself something. This could be visiting like a holistic center. This could be tapping back into yoga. This could be, I'm going to start jogging every morning. There's something about wellness that's very loud for Gemini. And if you haven't been thinking about those things, you need to think about those things because it's going to kind of give you that sense of completion if you do that for yourself. Because nothing is more amazing than when you see your body improving, when you see that your skin is clearing, when you just feel that your hair is growing, like everything is just working out because you're putting a lot of effort and a lot of energy into yourself. So Spirit is saying if you're going to make a commitment to anything, make a commitment to yourself and bettering you and your evolution. That should be your main focus. Now, Gemini, there's going to be some tomfoolery. There's going to be some stuff that pops up. Page of Swords and the Two of Swords. There's going to be some things that is meant to kind of pull you back into a vicious cycle, pull you back into drama. It's kind of like you don't want to do this elaborate everything shower, right? Because that's kind of Spirit wants you to be careful of not giving yourself this amazing everything shower where you're using the best of the best scrubs, the best of the best body washes, you're using the best of the best loofahs, you're using everything that you're supposed to use to feel squeaky clean and beautiful, only for you to jump in the mud with these people or the situation that would undo your everything shower. You know what I'm saying? So don't cleanse yourself and restore everything just to rumble with someone that's trying to poke at you, because you're actually being spiritually tested. Yeah. Because a lot of you guys are being called to walk in your path more, and a lot of you could be unintentionally getting back into a pattern that just didn't serve you for your highest good in the past. So you just want to be careful of not going backwards. You know what I mean? Because you're different now. You've changed. All of us, we all go through different phases of our lives. You're in a different phase. You're just not there anymore mentally, and that's okay. So don't be around people that's gonna bring you back to that. So I don't know. Gemini, you may be even letting some friends, some people, some situations go. You may be unfollowing. You may be even getting rid of clothes and things that are tied to bad moments of your life. I feel like a lot of Geminis is getting rid of these things because it's just that's just not where you are anymore. King of Wands, you've moved forward, and Page of Swords and the Two of Swords, that's that petty, weird energy that I'm picking up on. There's also a lot of evil eye around you. So if you are someone that has like a public profile, you may want to I would light a protection candle. I have some on my shop. The link is in the description box down below. Evil eye or protection candle would be great for you guys during this time. I'm just getting a wild evil eye from you. Like somebody's watching, somebody's observing. They want to see what you're going to do next, what you're going to say next. They want to pick a fight with you. They want to approach you. That's something that's here. Someone from your past. They want to, it's like the momentum. Because here's the thing, Gemini, once you take this leap, there is no going back. You know, it's not like we can press rewind and it's going to rewind you back to that moment where you took that first jump. You can't go back. Once you jump, you're in there. You're going in head first or feet first, whatever. You have jumped. You cannot go backwards. There is just something about Gemini needing to be very careful with situations, people, whatever, even things from the past, things resurfacing from the past, is going to make you, again, go back to that space. You have to choose yourself and choose this new life that you have built for you. You cannot allow whatever that this is to bring you back into a weird space. And it's so funny because I know a Gemini that I watched literally manifest everything that they wanted. They spent a year like fasting and praying. I watched this person manifest a home. I watched this person manifest their dream job, everything. Amazing. And they're still living in those manifestations, but they allowed a moment to get the best of them. And rather than that being a moment between just close colleagues and stuff like that, or close friends, excuse me, it became a spectacle. And people that didn't know this person started and you know, Gemini, that's what you kind of go through. Gemini, like, you go through that all the time where people don't know the whole story, so they go off of that little part that they saw you do. They go off of the time that you went off. They go off of that and they define you in less than 30 seconds, but they don't care to get the full story because Gemini, these people didn't want you to win in the first place. They wanted an excuse to say you weren't going to make it. You know what I'm saying? So Gemini, you have a lot more of that around you than people that do actually support. And I hate to say that because we're not trying to bring a lot of light into people that are trying to wish on your downfall. But when you have the magnetism that you have, or you are really getting ready to elevate or get initiated, you're going to be dealt with some challenges. You're going to be tested. Absolutely. And you can easily slip back into that by tussling or, like I said, taking that everything shower and rolling in the mud with them. Because you know you know the outcome. You know what you know better. You know. That's why the moon card is here. That's your intuition. Spirit is saying lock in, take that leap, 8 of Pentacles, work on you. But understand, you're aware of what's being said, you're aware of what's being discussed behind your back, you're aware, but the focus needs to be on you. But there, Five of Wands, there's something here. Someone wants to confront you. That's the gag. Somebody wants to confront you, speak to you, talk to you, but they are not ready to meet you where you're at emotionally. So it's just going to be another tit for tat. It's not going to bring you the closure or the happiness that you need. How about their actions or whatever that's going on? That's all the closure that was necessary for you. So, in short, Gemini, I don't know your story. I don't know why I'm getting this so strongly. But if you're not dealing with snake energy, which in some spiritual context, the snake is actually not a bad omen. It's not. It can represent knowledge and shedding skin. So that could be one way of looking at it. I want to make sure that I honor the duality of the snake and the meaning of the snake because Gemini represents duality. So on one end, it's shedding skin, it's starting anew, it's wisdom, it's higher learning when you see the snake. You literally represent the twins. There are people around you that want to bring out that other side to you. You cannot let that happen. You've worked so hard to have this balance within yourself. You cannot let people poke, 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 poke. Yeah. Ten of Swords, or you end up kind of going through unnecessary consequences. Okay, so you just want to be careful. Okay, we were just talking about duality, shadow side, and all of that stuff. We have the mirroring card right here. Mirroring. We have interference. Synchronicity. Yep, that's the message for Gemini. When it comes to matters of the heart and emotions, I want to say that how you may feel about this person feels the same way about you if you've been kind of going through some ups and downs in your love life. I don't know why I'm seeing these two people in my mind's eye. It's a celebrity that's a Gemini. I don't know why I'm seeing this person in my mind's eye, but I'm not going to make it about them because this is more about you. But this person I'm thinking about is a Gemini. So that's why I'm seeing them because this message could benefit them. What you're hurting about this person is hurting too. What you're angry about this person is angry about it too. Okay. Sometimes paying attention to what it is that you're seeing in that person can help you navigate what needs to change within yourself, what you need to do for you. Because when you start mirroring another person or when a mirror is held up in front of you, how did you handle that situation? What could you have done differently? What could they have done differently? We know that they did you wrong or they could have made a better choice. But in this entire thing, what could you have done? Right? And if you weren't able to do that then, what can you do now for you? Not to prove a point, not to get back at them, but what can you do for you? What lesson can you take from this entire experience that you're processing, navigating through? What could you call in that's going to give you everything that you deserve? Because remember, Gemini is going through initiation, Gemini is going through change, Gemini is evolving. So it's only a matter of time that you're going to start aligning yourself with the right people and making better relationships, better connections. Like you have probably outgrown whatever or whomever. And it's unfortunate. You didn't outgrown them because you didn't love them. It's just because you are changing, and that's okay. Right? Interference is the fact that you're changing. It creates ripples. Something's happening, movement, change. Embrace that. It will all fall back into place when it needs to. But for right now, focus on your elevation, Gemini, because that needs all of your TLC right now. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I hope this resonated. Leave a comment down below if it did. And yeah, leave a comment down below. I really would love to hear if it did. And if it didn't, it's okay. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we will be back in the next few months or so. Bye, guys.